So here we are at day 3 in Armenia. So yesterday's video I had continued with the cafe which we went in Marketplace. That was also a very good ambience. Pretty decent rates for the food we had. And from there we took the taxi service to our hotel, which costed around 2,450 drams. So we had downloaded this app called as Yandex. So that is all the affordable taxi service in Armenia actually. So this is just an information which I was not able to fulfill in the last video. So then we started our day. So day 3 itinerary was to visit two places. One is again a monastery, and the second one was the winery. So both these places were quite far from our residence where we stayed, and literally around 1.5 hours travel which we had. So this mountain which you can see is the Mount Ararat. Actually, it is said to be that this mountain is of Armenia, but however, Turkey is got that they have captured this mountain, and the people in Armenia are quite sad about it. So, like she said, Mount Ararat is the place wherein in Bible there is Noah's Ark. So, where the Noah's Ark actually got landed in Mount Ararat. That is what has been believed as by the people in Armenia. And Armenia is the first country to be declared as a Christian nation. So they follow Christianity with so much of belief, and that is why there are so many monasteries and chapels around Armenia. So this place, like she was telling, so there was a holy man who was living in this monastery, wherein he was living in a cave which was underneath the chapel. So we are just going to that place. There were two openings. One is a very narrow one, and the other one is quite a little bit of wide, wherein you can get on and you can see what is underneath. The cave was pretty dark enough, so maximum of 5 to 7 people can stand, and later on you get to have that suffocation when too many people are there. So it's only one way. You have to wait until the other person comes out. So this is a whole area wherein there is a little kind of monument which has been kept there in remembrance of the saint who was there. So once that was done, we had exited outside. So this is all. It is a very little place, but it is quite nice to experience such caves once in a while. And with that, there was one more cave, but I didn't take the video of it. Like I told earlier, it was a very narrow one, and we couldn't take kids along. So that again is also a small place wherein this holy man was inside, and for 14 years without food and sunlight. So that is how this monastery had built up, and after which we had left the monastery and we headed over to the winery. So this place is again quite a lot of distance from the monastery. It took around 1.5 hours from there. So we had booked for the winery, and there was around 25 dirhams which we paid. um, and in this winery, what all they do is they show us one small video wherein how wine is made, how wine is produced, how it is stored, how it has been sent across through different countries, export, import, everything. The video covers around for 5 to 7 minutes. So this, so as per my understanding, this winery is one of the local produce of the Armenian government, and all export and import has been done, and they've been doing it from a long time. And here is our tour guide. She wanted to keep us engaged in between of the gap. So this was really amazing what she did. Once that was done, we went down, and there was another guide from the winery who took us to the winery department, like how the storage department, basically how the wine was stored, the aged wine, how what all the process they follow is what she was explaining us.
1994 by Simonian's family. This is family medium business. In a year we make 250,000 bottles from local grapes. Grape name is Areni 2. From Areni grapes and from Bosquehat. Bosquehat is white grape type. From Bosquehat we make only white dry wine. But from Areni we have different types of wine. Dry, semi-dry, semi-sweet. And the dry aged by two different ways. In oak barrels, in the wooden barrels, or in a clay pots under the ground we keep. It's another way for aging wine. I'll show you that is in the next storage. Here we have Areni wine from different years, 3 years old, 6 years, 10 years, 20, 22. The oldest wine in this factory, 29 years old. First production, we started from 1994, still now we keep that year. From 1996 we have 1998, but that's longer not in the barrel, in the bottles. 3 years maximum in the barrel. Cognac we can keep longer in the barrel, but wine no. For wine, enough, 3 years enough in the barrel. This is Armenian traditional way. Aging wine we make in the clay jars also.
Wow.
Armenian name is Karas. Inside Karas, dry red wine also, and these are closed with distance. Different types of fruit wine. That's fruit vodka, strong alcohol. These are strong alcohol vodkas, that lights are vodkas.
Okay.
In the plastic bottles, fresh young wine from last year. These are cheaper. Local people prefer plastic bottles. Fruit wine we have also in the plastic. People made barrels. Different dry. Aged in the barrels, aged in the clay pots. 4 Areni and 1 white dry from Bosquehat. Different types of fruit wine. Blackberry, cherry, raspberry, quince, pomegranate. 3 different types for free you can taste. It's a hospitality.
Here we get to taste around 10 different types of wine that is made from black grapes as well as the green grapes. So starting from dry, semi-dry, sweet, semi-sweet, like that different variants. And on the last drink they give a cognac, that is a brandy, and that was very bad, which I didn't actually like it. So to accompany this they had given the bread and the cheese to taste on. So this to taste 10 different types of drinks, they had charged 1000 drams, so that was around 10 dirhams, so it was very cheap and we thoroughly enjoyed. But however, not everyone will like it. On the fourth or fifth itself they will stop, because starting they will give the very dry wine, which is very difficult. But again, if you like to enjoy, yeah. So after the winery, we had headed over to the restaurant, which was just opposite to the winery. The name of the winery was Areni Winery, and this was again a local Armenian cuisine which we had. So inside the restaurant, there was grape plants like vineyard, fresh grapes. So it was very nice to see this. The same kind of vineyard we had seen in Georgia also, but this was something better than Georgia, which I found because we didn't go to the vineyard there. The food was really good, highly recommended also. Since if you are planning to visit the winery, it's just opposite to the winery. Arpeni restaurant, something like that is what the name is, I think. The spaghetti was like, I thought the spaghetti will be nice, but they just sauteed the boiled spaghetti in butter and they gave. But it was nice. So for people who liked it, they liked it. But I felt it is a bit of dry, so I didn't like. But apart from that, the food was really nice. So this was Georgia's most favorite kimkali, which I found in Armenia, and I ordered one piece. It was around 300 dirhams. So it was nice Georgian memory to have it in Armenia. So these are some of the paintings which I really liked in that restaurant, and so which I saw in the marketplace on the other day also. The painting on the black was really good. So after this, we were all dead tired, and from here it took around 2.5 hours, 1.5 hours to reach our hotel. So and our guide left us. So it's so windy. The evenings are very very windy. So we again went for a walk to the nearest supermarket to get some things to UAE. So we just started to walk. Like I told previously, since our stay was on the highway, there are hardly few shops which was there. Two supermarkets and two restaurants, and that two very very olden ones. So, but on the whole, the travel, the feel, everything was really good. So we thoroughly enjoyed. The weather is so good actually. Morning it'll be a little hot, and evening it'll be cold, windy. The howling of the wind, everything was really nice. Even he was such a good boy. So he actually enjoyed the trip much more than I did. And after this, we went for a swim. The hotel, we had compliments of swimming pool, sauna, steam, and all those things. So we went for the swimming pool, spent some time there. After swim, we went to the steam. That was also really good. Everything, one kind of experience which we thoroughly enjoyed in Armenia in the hotel actually. And that was the last for day 3 night. So it's morning, it was beautiful, and we had to head to the airport. So it was around 40 minutes of drive. We head to the airport and we did our boarding. The immigration, the luggage took quite a lot of time as there were quite a lot of flights which were flying during that particular time. So that alone took a little bit of extra time, and we are done with our Armenia trip. Thank you so much. We boarded the flight people who and we flew back to UAE. So hope you guys had picked up some information which I had shared. Do plan your trip once in a while and enjoy. Thank you for watching.